Today we have our ESAB Miggytrac B5001 automated MIG tractor unit. It runs off a 5 amp Makita battery and it has pretty much infinite versatility on the up, down, XY cross slides. You can adjust the angle of the torch to meet any fillet and butt weld criteria. You can pretty much run any wire through your torch and achieve really good precision straight runs with this system, whether it's an all positional wire or a solid wire. It's extremely easy to use, and it has a very interesting feature on it whereby you can add steps into your weld, whereby you would set a space of 5 centimeters, distance of a length of 5 centimeters. So let me show you. So as you set it to go, after it's done its designated run length that you've told it to do, it's then going to speed up to your next staggered stitch, if that's what's required. And then it'll move along to your next staggered stitch, especially if you're doing square bar rail. For beam welding, this is particularly useful when you're trying to reduce the heat input, so you're not putting in continuous runs where you're going to distort your steel. Very clever. You can attach it to an ESAB feeder that would also click on and off. You could actually tell it when to strike up, when not to strike up. So it's actually very smart. You can also be on the trigger at the same time. If you're not plugging it into a wire feeder, then you would start again and then it would do your next staggered weld. Very clever feature. So let me just turn that off. You also have these brilliant rails. So these guide bar rails you would run up against an RSJ or any runner beam. You would crab it whereby the front wheel is always driving and jamming into the front, so it's always going to run straight, always running into the steel. Let me just take the step out. Step is now out, and then we're away. You've got lots of versatility with this as well in relation to, you can add preheat, burn back, so you can really fine tune your crater fill when you want it to come to a stop, etc. It's really clever how it works, and the batteries last ages. You would typically put a wire feeder, let's say in the middle of your run, and if you were to have a 5 metre torch, for example, you could do 5 meters in each direction to do 10 metre beams. You could run your wire feeder along with the Miggytrac as it's going up and down. But this system is by far the best way to achieve guaranteed perfect automation for those long runs where, if you're doing multi-runs up and down long beams, you don't want to be doing it by hand, sometimes on your hands and knees, where you're doing 20 metre runs and you're doing 10 runs to fill your prep. You would just send the Miggytrac down. We actually fit it with the heavy duty magnets underneath as well. Now, those magnets are incredibly powerful. There's actually a slight gap underneath that's maintained, but the magnets really do help to stabilize this machine when you're running on top of a steel beam, especially if you've got a heavy torch or lots of cable hanging over the edge. It really does lock it down. So this system is really smart. It really is clever, and it's by far the best way for doing long runs. You've got a heat shield here. You're typically always going to do your runs on this side, just to stop those tyres from getting any heat damage and spatter. So yeah, this is the ESAB Miggytrac, a very clever battery powered automated MIG welding system that's incredibly easy to use. It's lightweight, it's simple, it's just on and off. In stock, available to rent at Spectrum Welding Supplies. Thank you very much.